All right. So they ended up losing this case. So ultimately, South Park won that case. Don't need to read through all the reasoning there. But they ultimately got blown the fuck out in this case. So what we'd be looking at is not just a simple parody case. What we're going to need here, because this was copyright infringement, we would need something that's defamatory. We would need something that actually is untrue that they are saying about them. And what are we looking for? We're looking for maybe a crime, accusing them of a crime. That might work. Perhaps saying they have an STD, saying Meghan Markle has an STD. That might do it in terms of defamation. And I'm not sure whether we saw that. So we'll watch through the clip. Guys, please smash the like button. This is going to get me in trouble. But I'm going to do it anyways because I don't care. And we will see if we see any of that. If we see any of that in this clip. This is the clip. It's been posted all over Twitter, so you guys can find it. We'll watch through it, and I'll go kind of EFAP it. You know, we'll pause it enough to get through this and provide commentary. Of course, I'm offering this as legal commentary here, pure legal commentary for the purpose of determining whether defamation was committed during this episode, as in my professional opinion as a lawyer. But given to no client in specific, and you should rely on your own attorney for legal advice. That being said, let's continue.
Toronto, it's Good Morning, Canada.
So you're starting out with fart noises and Good Morning Canada, a show which doesn't exist. So right away, we're starting out with parody. Alaska says, we're all right. We're off and away on a good note. You're definitely winning on the FX. Yeah. I try to do the best I can. So the Good Morning Canada here. These guys, this is obviously parody. The setup is obviously parody. Same thing as they've always done.
It has been several months now since our beloved Queen has died. Our Canadians are finding it hard to go on. All Canadians, that is, except for our first guest, the Prince and his wife. We want privacy! We want privacy!
Okay, well, first of all, the depiction of them, right? The depiction of them, those individuals, is clearly a parody. I mean, let's continue a second here to see how they look. Clearly, they look like a parody.
Thanks for having us on the show.
So you got, just their appearance, right? You got the giant fucking head, which is true because he does have a lot of forehead. People say that's accurate, right? Looks like a pill, perhaps a suppository. Meghan Markle, obviously, once again, typical South Park, rounded fake sun hat here, shit ton of blush. Very much the parody format in terms of the look. No one would look at this and say, from a look, from a glance, say, oh, this is serious. They're trying to be serious here. This art style is a serious depiction of them in a manner in which we're trying to be taken ultimately as factual. Max Mira says, retard Japan Penal Code 231. A person who insults another in public, whether alleges facts or not, is punishable by penal detention or petty fine. Yes, Max, we talked about this. Japan has different laws for defamation. So Japan is much different. We're talking about America here, not your weird geisha shit. So we'll talk about that when I'm in Tokyo in 2 weeks. But until then, keep that in Tokyo, Max, you degenerate. They do have weird laws in Japan, by the way, guys. Japan laws are totally fucked up. Let's continue.
It's so awesome to be here. It's great. So let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family. You've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win.
First of all, the parody of the book is great. The parody of the book is great because if you look at the actual thing, I actually didn't pull this up. Let me pull this up right now. It just mirrors the image from the book so well. If you just look at the picture, right? And then we go back, boom, the parody. That's pretty good. That's pretty good parody right there. So once again, nothing defamatory. Saying that he's a crying little bitch is fine. You have every right to say Prince Harry is a whiny little bitch who's cucked by his wife. There's nothing that you can say about that that's defamatory. It's completely okay. That's free speech. That's the core of free speech. We have every right to say he's a whiny little bitch.
That's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because you're...
And that right there is so true. He's speaking and his wife speaks over him. I mean, that little part right there, hilarious. By the way, factual, because she's done that multiple times. It just goes to the nature of that relationship. And exposing that nature, it may hurt their fifis, but there's nothing wrong with that. Showing that you are led around on a leash by your wife, yeah, it makes you look like you're, well, emasculated, sure. But that's not illegal. It's not illegal to emasculate this guy, and especially when it's factual. I have not watched the whole episode. I will say that. I've just watched the clip, this clip specifically. But this clip, we'll see. This is probably the prime one.
Your family like stupid, and then so are like journalists. So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right.
So not understanding the irony of that, right? The irony of reporting on something and that making you a journalist, right? So as soon as you report on something, boom, you're a journalist. A lot of irony there. Let's see here. Just want to make sure one thing. All right. All right. So I got a shot queued up here. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you, brother. So let me take this shot here, or cue this shot up as we play this through.
So you're a journalist. We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard. Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving bitch wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir?
Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's go back here. So I think this is why they're really mad. They're really mad about this. They're really mad about this. Let me talk about this real quick as I pull this up, and I got this shot queued up here. Let's tip it towards that. You know, I got the whiskey in there. You can see the volume. All right. So cheers to you guys, and cheers to calling out all the Instagram loving bitch wives in the world, because guess what? Calling someone a bitch or saying it's your bitch wife isn't defamation. Cheers. Oh, spicy. Oh, very spicy. Gotta get my, still the morning, guys. Completely okay. Brandon says, who's the pitcher and the catcher in this relationship? I don't think we need to say anything, Brandon. I think this pretty much speaks for itself as to that comment. But 100%, I think Meghan Markle saw this and she got mad. She got big mad. And this is sort of like, if you guys remember what happened with Will Smith and Jada, Will was laughing, but then Jada was like, that's not funny. I think that same shit probably went down behind closed doors here. And that's what happened.
Actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving bitch wife has always wanted her privacy.
And that's just putting it out there and saying it again. Putting it out there a second time. Fantastic.
And you know what else? To hell with Canada. We are leaving.
Well, which is exactly what happens with all these people. They whine and they cry, and when you don't give them their way, the clout goblins run away. They go, forget you, I'm leaving. We don't like you anymore. You're horrible. As soon as you don't give them what they want, they run away. Very much a call out. But what about that is defamatory? What about that accuses them of a crime? Being a bitch is not a crime. I wish it was. How many Karens would be in jail for that one?
We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people. Come on, wife. We want privacy. We want privacy.
So there you go. That was most of the episode. There's more to it. Obviously, that's a minute clip. But the point is that South Park gave nothing of defamatory value. It gave nothing out there that could be construed as defamation within the episode. Calling somebody a bitch is not enough. And I think we're moving to this era of people thinking mean words equals defamation. No, defamation is very specific. And there are situations where we edge towards defamation. We got there in the Eliza Blues saga. We were getting there where People were calling each other. We had Tim Pool, the quartering. We got, Shane Cashman and them simping, and then DeFongo and that whole issue where they had to come back with the retraction. There are issues where we're getting into big defamation battles. And I think there'll be huge defamation battles in the future. However, this is not it. So in my verdict on Harry and Meghan is they got absolutely no case here at all whatsoever. This is only to court attention. This is only to get attention on them. They have zero case against South Park and ultimately will fail. By the way, I know some people say Eliza Blue blocked them. Yeah, Eliza Blue's blocked a lot of people. She went through and blocked, I think, her PR team, because I don't think she did it. Went through and blocked a lot of people, pretty much anybody who said anything mean about her. In fact, I should check right now.